everybody, Craig here from CLP Bushcraft. I'm over at my camp this morning. The weather's a little bit nicer. The wind's blowing a little bit right now. It's about 83 degrees. It's August the 18th, and yesterday was a scorcher, and this evening is going to be hot too. So I wanted to get out here to the camp for just a little bit. I'm getting stir crazy being at the house and doing stuff like that. I'm ready to be over here and be able to spend a lot more time over here and doing stuff. But in Texas, with it being hot, like I said before, it ain't very fun being over here. But I got out this morning. I wanted to come over, hang in the hammock for just a little bit, make me up some coffee, and I wanted to tell y'all about how pleased I am with the company. Adventure Sworn. Anybody that's into bushcraft and that kind of thing knows of Adventure Sworn knives. And if you watched any of my previous videos and follow me on Instagram, you know that I've got a custom mountaineer, and that is my absolute favorite knife. I love that knife. I was able to pick everything out the way I wanted. The steel type, the handle scales, the liners, everything. So I picked it out to suit me of what I wanted, and it's the Mountaineer model. That's my favorite model that they have. I love that style. And once I got that knife, like I say, I fell in love with it. It goes with me everywhere. I always have it with me. I take my day ruck most of the time with me everywhere I go. Even when I go to work, I throw it in the Tahoe, and it rides with me. I throw the Adventure Sworn in the bag. But if you follow my Instagram page, you know that back in July I wound up dropping it, and it cracked the scale. Well, it didn't crack it; it chipped it. It took a chip out of it. The Adventure Sworn has got the Coke bottle style handle, and at the top of it up there, where you put a lanyard hole through, or it's got a lanyard hole where you can put a lanyard through it. It took a chip out of it. Now I know that chip it had nothing to do with affecting of the use of the knife. I mean, I could still use the knife just fine. The knife was perfect still. It just aesthetics. Looking at it, there's a chip in it. And I know, tools are meant to be used as tools, okay? But this knife is really special to me. And, I thought, man, but if any knife that was going to happen to, I'd want it to happen to my Adventure Sworn, because of the fact Adventure Sworn has got such a great warranty on their knives. So I contacted Cody. I emailed Cody and sent him pictures of my knife. And Cody emailed me back. It was a couple of days. He emailed me back, and he said, yeah. He said, I can fix that. We discussed different ways of how it could be fixed, and I told him, I said, I'm going to put it in your hands of what you think will make it look the best. And so shipped it off to Adventure Sworn. I shipped it off July, I think it was the 9th I shipped it off. But I shipped it off July 9th, and yesterday I got it back. So it's August the 17th, and I had it in the mailbox yesterday. So it was a pretty quick turnaround. Adventure Sworn's up in New York State, and so it takes a couple days to get there and a couple days to get to me. So I was really happy, and I know Adventure Sworn's had a lot of issues going on throughout the year. They've had to move the buildings and stuff like that. So I mean, and I know they're working on custom orders a bunch. I have a Scout ordered from them right now on order. So, but anyway, sent it up there to them, got it back yesterday, and I was blown away with how my knife looked. It looked like it always does. I mean, it looked like it was brand new again. So I was so happy to be able to put this knife on my side again this morning and come over here with it. So, like I say, right in here, and I'll get some close-ups of it, but right in here is where that it chipped. And what I'm assuming that they were able to do is just kind of grind down and put just a little bit of a new grind kind of on that Coke bottle style end right here, and just smooth it down. They repolished it all, resharpened it. I mean, this thing is like a straight razor again. It's so sharp. I mean, it's a sharp. It's unbelievable sharp. But yeah, I mean, it feels the same in my hand. I love the feel of the knife, of how this handle feels in my hand. And I got other different knives, and as y'all all know, I've got the LT Wright Puko knife, and I love that knife. It feels awesome in hand as well. It's just two different designs of knives, and it's kind of whatever suits you. I will be using that knife and carrying it quite a bit, as well as my Adventure Sworn. But it's kind of, when you go to carving on stuff feels different in your hand. When you carve with a knife, each knife is a little bit different. But yeah, so Cody and them, they fixed it. It looks amazing. They took the fire steel and buffed it up, and because I got a matching fire steel for it, buffed it up and cleaned it up. And I just wanted to make this video to let y'all know, if y'all are thinking about any kind of a bushcraft knife, there is hundreds and thousands of different knives out there. And I'm not saying that the Adventure Sworn is the go-to, all-to greatest, best knife that you could possibly get. I'm not saying that. My LT Wright knife, I love it. I mean, it is awesome. It is razor blade sharp. I mean, it feels awesome in the hand. I really, really like it. I'm just waiting on a sheath, my sheath to be made for it before I can start toting it around. I've got Badger Claw leather is making me a sheath for it, and so once I get the sheath for it, I'll be swapping out between my Adventure Sworn and that LT Wright Puko knife. There's hundreds of them. Y'all all know I got a Deering, and it belonged to Joe Robinette. I love that knife, and each knife that I have serves kind of a different purpose for me. But what I'm saying is me personally, this is the first time that I've ever had to use any of the Adventure Sworn's warranty, and I just wanted to let y'all know out there, as the viewers, if you're kind of wondering about different knives and that kind of thing, Adventure Sworn, I will say, based on my personal experience, has got an awesome warranty. I mean, it's top notch. It couldn't be beat, in my opinion. I mean, they made my knife look like it was brand spanking new again. And so if you're interested in Adventure Sworn, I'll put a link down below. Right now, I know that they're doing custom classic orders. Now I'm torn right now. Okay, I've got some money put back, and I put back a little bit of money at a time to be able to get stuff. I know y'all see me with all kinds of gear. Well, that's because I save money. I put back money here and there and get things. I don't drive a brand new truck. I drive a truck that's almost 20 years old. He runs great. I love that truck. If you check my Instagram out, you'll see it. It's a 2000 Z71. I don't have a truck payment. Luckily on my house, I've got a real low house payment, so I don't have that. So people look at me and think, wow, boy, he's got all this stuff. I'm not rich by no means at all. I just put back some money and save and get, and the only really thing I wind up getting is bushcraft stuff. So that's my passion. That's what I love. And so I'm torn right now. Adventure Sworn right now, like I say, they've got a classic going on, custom order going on. You can order a custom classic, and I want a custom classic. I want a classic. I want it with ivory paper micarta handles and green liners, and I really want that. But Turley right now is doing, he closed his order books a good while back, and he puts knives up on the shop ever so often, and Instagram he'll post pictures of them and say, okay, these knives are going on the store, and he's just making what he wants to make. Well, right now he's doing it is he's taking custom orders again, but it's only 5 orders at a time, and he will notify you by Instagram or by email of when he's going to be putting new, when he's going to have the custom 5 slots available. I want a gasconade. I want a Turley gasconade bad. And right now, I'm sitting there kind of torn. I'm hoping that once, I get that email, then I can jump on there real quick and I could get me the slot for a gasconade, and get it customized the way I want it. So there's that I could get, or right now I could do a custom order for a Adventure Sworn Classic. So I would love to have the Classic. I mean, I love my Mountaineer. Like I say, it's my baby. But I think probably what I'm going to do is hold off on the Classic. Like I say, I do have a Scout, an Adventure Sworn Scout on order. And so I do have another Adventure Sworn coming. And that one is a collaboration between Joe Robinette and Adventure Sworn, of kind of the one knife to be able to take, out into the field with you, if you're, you don't have to rely on one tool type deal. You use it for chopping, for fine cutting and that kind of thing. So like I said, I've got that knife on order. I have this Adventure Sworn. I don't have a Turley, so I'm gonna hold out and wind up getting, hopefully, on the order list for a Nia's Turley gasconade. So, all right. Well, I want to show you some. I'll post them up here now. Some before and after pics of the knife, and I'll do some close-ups of it to show you what it looks like, and how good of a job that Cody and his team done at Adventure Sworn. Okay, so you saw the video there, the pictures of the before. Here's an up close of the after, and you see right there is where the chip happened, and it looks great. I mean, I know what they had to have done is just profile it and just kind of sand down to get the chip out, but they went right to the very minimal and of where it was chipped, and then sanded it down. But it don't feel hardly any different to me at all in hand, and it's still got, like I say, that Coke bottle handle shape where it still flares out. And it's one thing I like, the way it feels where it flares out at the end. But yeah, so it's looks amazing. I mean, at first I thought they had rescaled it, but then after looking at the grain of it, you can see this unique, a real dominant grain coming down like this. I said, no, this is, looking at pictures of it before, I said, no, this is the same scales. I mean, but they polished them up. They did what they have, call it their spa treatment, and polished the scales up. Like I say, they resharpened the blade. It's scary sharp. The point, I don't know how good it's going to focus in, but before, using it, I mean, the point is going to wear down a little, because I use this knife, and I got it back, and something how sharp that point is again. But the knife feels perfect in my hand. I love the way this knife feels. So I just wanted to, like I say, I just wanted to show y'all, my experience with them, and how good that everything came out with me with them, and I give them, a 10 out of a 10 for a company. I mean, in my opinion, they also polished up the fire steel for me, and it had gotten kind of rough on the end here where it rubs against the leather all the time, but it looks really good. As you can see, I mean, I've used it. I didn't buy this knife to put in a safe and keep it as a safe queen. I bought it to use, and like I say, that's one thing about it is such a good insurance policy on it to be able to just send it back to them, and all it costs you is shipping. You know, to have it shipped there and then to have it shipped back was $10. So, I mean, that's pretty good. Like I say, they really stand behind their work, and they really do phenomenal work and make an awesome knife. So, all right, guys, I just wanted to show this to y'all and just kind of let you know. And basically, you know, if anybody out there is wondering, you know, about Adventure Sworn and think, well, that knife's too expensive and stuff like that, in my opinion, it's well worth the money, because you got an insurance with it that's unbeatable. Plus, it's got an heirloom policy. I mean, you don't have to buy this Adventure Sworn straight from Adventure Sworn. If you buy one off eBay or from your friend or whatever, you know, as long as you send in, I mean, you send in the knife, it don't matter who bought it. It's the knife. The insurance stays with the knife. So, all right, well, I jabbered up enough here for y'all. So I just want to make this video, and I'm gonna hang around camp a little bit till it gets too hot and head back in, I guess. I got a birthday party to go to this evening. So, but anyway, the cooler it gets, the quicker I will be getting more videos out here. I got several things I want to do and show y'all. So, all right, guys, well, until the next one. And also, if you do Instagram, check me out there on Instagram. I'm still posting pics on Instagram and doing stuff there. So check me out there, give me a follow. And if you like this video, you like what I kind of do on this channel, you know, hit the subscribe button and the little bell notification lets you know when I put up a video. So, all right, I really appreciate it. I've jabbered enough. Y'all take care, and I'll see you on the next video.